business program this semester. Today I'd like to talk to you about the project that I've been working on for over 5 weeks. It's called Entrepren-You're. It's really clever, I know. I like it a lot too. Anyways, Entrepren-You're is my project that offers entrepreneurial support services to people in San Miguel. And I did this because, specifically today we'll be telling the stories of 2 women, Aura and Andi. But I did this because not everyone has the opportunities to think about our planet as we do here. We are in a very tight-knit community and everyone's like, let's do this and let's do that, and we're privileged in a sense. We're privileged to be here. But some people are just trying to put food on their table, get their kids to school. They ride the bus to and from work just to make $1 every day. Like, they spend hours and hours and hours in their time and their energy, and I wanted to reach out to those people. So I believe that reaching out to these people centers around the central message of a very common quote. It says, if you give a person a fish, you feed them for a day. But if you teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. And I believe that we all have so many things to teach people so that they can feed themselves for a lifetime, and they don't need us in it, which is sustainable for their lives, sustainable for our lives, and we can go on and do more in life. So that's sustainable business in a sense. And I think it all accumulates and really ties into the triple bottom line effect that we talk about here. And I believe that this triple bottom line for my model was first thinking about the people, thinking about their lifestyles, and then thinking about the profits. Like, what are they doing every day? How do they support themselves? And then finally helping them think about the planet. And that looks like social entrepreneurship here. So to move forward, my program's centralized on 4 core beliefs and practices that I offered to the entrepreneurs. The first one is branding, asking who are they? What is their business? The second one has to do with marketing. How do they interact with other people? How do they care about them? And the third one is the services and products that they offer. What are they giving to this world? What are they contributing every day, just like we do? And the fourth one is what's next. Where are they now? What are they doing in the future? How do we support them? So moving on, I'd like you to meet Aura. I love her. I love her so much. Her name is Esther, and she is the founder of Diseno de Clavel, which is a business, carnation design is what it means in English, and it is a tailoring and custom-made clothing business. Aura loves clothing and fashion. She always has it tucked right in her purse, like a piece of clothing. I think it's really silly. She actually made her bag too, I believe. It's like made out of jeans. It's really cool. And she's going to use the income to supplement the income she's making now. So moving on, her business, Jandi de Clavel, I went into branding and we figured out that she's part of different communities. She's part of the Kalu Yala community as a friend, and then she's part of the San Miguel community already, and she works as the caretaker for the Casa Llena house. So that's her full-time job. And then moving into that, who is she to other people? And how will they interact? And it's a very unsaturated market. There's only 2 other tailors in San Miguel, and there's none right now in Kalu Yala. So she has like a big market opportunity. Moving into her process and her products, what she offers, she's going to offer repairs for clothing, and then also her custom-made clothing again. And they'll be different prices. But where is she now? I'd like to show you the sign that I created for her. I created the logo, the icon, which is carnation, and then her look is very classical. And then also, these are the clothing that she already has constructed before we even started. This is how much she loves the guy. She borrowed a friend's sewing machine just to do what she loved. She's cool. And so moving forward, how can we support her? I wanted to make sure that when I left, someone would be here. So that looked like operational materials, like a measuring and an ordering guide. Like, how would the interns know what she makes and how to measure it properly to give that order in. And then we also did, I want to propose the idea of a KY assistant to the incubator, so that that person will be the sole contact to contact Aurora and oversee all the demands and whatever is going to happen so that business can flow properly just through one point of contact here in KY. So moving forward, this is Andi. I also love Jandi. She's great. I got to do my homestay with her, so she's like a aunt figure to me. She is the founder of WilJand, which is her husband's first name and her first name, William Jandi, together, genius. And it is the first natural foods fonda in San Miguel, and it is open once I give her the sign that I am completing this week. So she believes in the medicinal properties of natural foods, which is amazing. Maybe we can tie that in with herbs someday. And then she also makes cuisine for her family and wants to share all that with the community. So moving forward, for WilJand, who are they? Again, they're the Natural Foods Fund. She is also the custodian for the school in San Miguel, so she has a full-time job. Her husband is a full-time mechanic right in front of their house, so he will be offering juices during the day while she's at work, and then they'll be running the restaurant at night, which is really inspirational. I love her. And going into the market, they're actually creating their own niche market because there are no natural food fondas in San Miguel. There is only a fruit stand and then the La Tienda that has like little fruits and stuff to offer people. So she's creating her own market, and then the services, her first menu items are jugo de apio, which means celery juice with lemon, and her first plate has soy meat with vegetables. So she's trying to incorporate vegetarian, vegan options as well, so it's great for everybody. Yeah, so moving forward, this is where she's at. I created her this logo, and then we went into, she actually created her own space on her balcony. You walk around the front wrap of her house, and it has a beautiful little space that she created with like a contractor. I didn't even tell her to do this, she just did it. She's cool. Yeah, and then going forward, these are the foods that she's going to be serving. I got to try them, stay with her, eat them, see how she cooks them, and everything. So moving forward, how can we support her as well? I helped create her operational materials like a menu and also a portfolio to keep on profile here at the incubator so people know about her. They can introduce her, maybe introduce her into orientation week going forward. And then moving forward, we also did pricing too to make sure that she's making a profit. And just to give you a little snapshot, like if she sells one container, 1.8 liters of juice for what she's making right now, she can make per day, like per 5-day work week, she could make over $7,000 a year just from that juice sale alone.
Wow.
And so we did that with her meals as well and other juices. And so I combined all this information and I took it and I like made it into a model. So I believe that if we care about people, then they'll care about other people, they'll care about others, and then they will create products to give to them, which will support them and make them feel secure. And then that will ultimately help them care about their planet in the long run because they'll have this foundation to shoot off of and see what possibilities are possible in their life. And so I also helped the incubator assistant start doing this with other entrepreneurs as well. This is the Canvas model, so they can just fill right in. I put all the questions, and we're going to translate that into Spanish, so it's easy for both people. The person will just kind of walk in this position and it'll just hit the ground running. So I believe that this applies to everyone, though. I believe that we all have something to teach, something to share, and I'd love for everyone to have the opportunity to share just like how I have. So yeah, share what you love, teach people, keep talking about it, and yeah, just thank you for everything, and if anyone has any questions, I'm open. They're both in San Miguel. Yeah, so on the sheets there's different locations. It says like where to go, like wherever. If someone was gonna come into that position, they'd have all the information at their fingertips. So Ara, she lives, if you're coming from the valley, going past the school, she's the 4th house on the left side of the street. It's like a lilac color, which kind of ties into our sign. And then Jandi is if you are inside of Town Square Center in San Miguel, and then there's like a little stand in the middle. She's the left side with that little bridge. She's the first house on the left across from the clinic, and she's the upper floor.
Oh wait, on the other side of the river? Or
No, so okay, so you're coming, if you're facing
It's the 2-story house.
yeah, it's the 2-story house
Next to the Purple
across
Church?
from the
Yeah.
like that medic center. It's right there. Do you not know where that is?
Across from the clinic and
Yeah.
the smaller.
It's got a van in the driveway.
Yeah, there's like a big bus across from it. Can't miss it. If you look for the bus, go up. But I can take you there. We'll go. Honey, she'll feed you. Yes.
I see you taught them a lot of really cool stuff and doing the science and everything. It's pretty tough. What would you say you learned from them?
Oh my gosh, I learned so much. I did not know Spanish in the least. I took 5 years of French. So I worked for over 4 or 5 weeks, and I did all my sessions with them in Spanish besides the very first one, which Tara helped me do the survey, and she helped me learn how to speak the actual words. But I learned a lot more too. Like, they're just very inspiring. Very inspiring people. I could go on and on. Angela, sorry.
I just want to say, I got, even though I didn't have internships and I was in San Miguel most of the time alone, I had a huge pleasure of having Sarah in the house for a couple days every week. And she's a great person to be around, but also, now props to you for knowing no Spanish and making all of this happen.
It's possible, guys. Anyone else?
Just because I personally know that you went through a huge process, and until you actually decided exactly what your project was, can you do like a real quick, just kind of rundown on that? Because I know you had a really cool process, and yeah, you should
Yeah,
share.
sure. I have always known that my goal is like more social entrepreneurship teaching, so I thought maybe I'd combine with Angela with the education program. I also looked into business development centers where you have like a classroom of people and you teach them all just like a set skill like inspiration or like branding, and then you talk to them. And I worked with Angela again on that, and we kind of collaborated like what would be taught, what materials would we use, and then what approaches. So I talked to Christina, big shout out to Christina, she's the one who helped me locate the entrepreneurs and really get to know who I was going to be coaching, so thank you so much. And she helped me realize that there are 3 different classifications of people. There's people that are very not uninspired, but they don't know that they're so capable. So you gotta start there teaching them that they're like beautiful people, have so many skills. And that's like a group of people. And then the second one is people that have like a target, like already making clothes, already making food, want to scale that. So I helped these people scale that. And then the last one is like people that own a fonda already, run a fonda, how can you help them with efficiency? So I picked the second group because it was to kind of like hit the ground running, and I also felt like it would be the most effective approach because I'm side by side. I work with them, I like keep them accountable for those weeks, and I felt like they really appreciated that support, just one-on-one support.
I just want to give you a huge shout out because when I did your homestay interview, like Jandi just like stuck out to me, and it was such a perfect fit. And it's clients like you or people like you who make me inspired to keep doing what I'm doing, because like the whole point surrounding my business is to create relationships, and that's exactly what you did.
Right.
So, I love it.
So I have a question. So
Yes.
next semester, you're gonna patrons will have an opportunity to like fill out some of the topics you created and like to take the out or like what? How does this impact intern experience next semester?
Well, I definitely wanted there to be a point of contact for the entrepreneurs where they would have one person who might be keeping up with the coaching they've already had or starting new entrepreneurs on deck. So that would be like a KY assistant to the incubator. They would probably learn so much from Ben. Thank you so much, Ben, as well, for helping me synthesize my thoughts and really make them applicable going forward. But I did create a lot of different materials so that everyone coming in can just kind of read and go forth. And even if they wanted to implement those entrepreneurs into the business program, it could impact interns that way because they'd have the contact already established. I already told the ladies that someone might pick this up. I really hope someone does pick it up, that someone fills that position. And I don't think it has to be just like, heels. I really don't think that someone has to be like a business intern, just interested in business, ready to learn, ready to be like ask a ton of questions to Ben if they need any resources. They have tons of resources already walking in, especially incubator ones. Ben's passed me along financial tracking sheets. I've left where the sessions end. They have a full session log. I logged everything so that they'll know all the questions that were being asked, what's been established, and then what they need going forward, areas of opportunity.
What about a set of signs on Tienda like hanging down, you can like hang on each other?
Yeah.
That say what services and products are available in San Miguel. Like otherwise it's gonna be like word of mouth, right? Like if you go
Yeah.
through jeans, it turns out we actually have a friend who would love to fix them so you can wear them for the rest of the semester.
Yeah, definitely. I can start something like that. We can
Like
just add.
Christina could
We
get
can just add
involved
to it.
and it'd be really easy. And it's like, almost like a San Miguel directory that it's hanging here to where people are being able to like, you know, exchange value with each other.
Yeah, definitely going forward.
I
And
had no idea how well was a tailor. I've known her for 5 years. I feel like terrible about that.
Yeah.
But I'm excited too.
Oh, and Aurora's first debut, like actual sales, will be my friend Gwen's dress at Jungle Prom. Stay tuned. So that was her first actual sale she's created for other people in the past, and then these ones are just kind of like things that she's done. But that was really exciting. Awesome. Anything else? Okay, thank you guys.